So guys, from get data, we can get data from n number of data sources. Today, we are getting data from Excel sheet. So I will put Excel sheet. Okay. If I want to put SQL Server data, I will click on Excel SQL Server and I will get the data from SQL database accordingly. But today, we are getting the data from Excel workbook. So I will click on Excel workbook. Okay. Here. This is how we get the data into Power BI. Okay. It's loading sales data. Okay. See guys, can you see its order ID, order date, region, okay, country and state, city, customer one, customer, product, okay, product name, quantity, unit price, sales amount, discount, profit, sales representative and channel, from which channel we have got the sales basically. So as soon as we click, we have to, you guys have to click until unless you don't click it, this options will not appear. So as soon as you click here, this option will appear wherein you have to load or transform. When do we do transform? When we have to make any alteration in the data, we have to make some minor changes so that we can make visibly good reports out of it. So currently my data looks good. If at all I still have any issues, I can as and when required, I can go to the transform screen and do the changes accordingly. But this data looks fine to me, so I will load the data. मैं data late load कर दूंगा. So accordingly, as soon as I load the data ना guys, यहाँ पर data pane है. Can you see this data pane? Okay. So here the data will appear. Okay. So the data is syncing so that it can load the data into the Power BI desktop. Okay. The changes have been applied. Okay. So as soon as I click on this arrow button, I will be able to see all the columns that we have in this particular table. Okay. So guys, as soon as you click here now guys, you'll be able to see the format of this data. But I think this is a date column. Okay. Okay. So I just change it to a date column. As soon as I change it to the date column, the the symbol changed. Okay. Discount have a discount have a summation signature six sign basically, which symbolizes that you can it's a numerical column and you can do what do you say aggregations on this particular column. Profit also have aggregation because it's a numerical in nature. Quantity, sales amount, unit price. These have this is a numerical column. That is why it's the summation signs comes into picture. Okay, guys, can anybody tell me channel and city or country are which type of column? A measure column or a dimension column? Mm-hmm. It's a dimension column, correct? Whereas if I consider discount, profit, quantity, these are the measure column. Okay. So text column is basically the dimension column, and the column basically, if I consider an ID, a customer ID, that will be also considered a dimension column because you can't perform all the aggregation on that particular column. Okay. So this is how I get the data into Power BI desktop, and you can get the data from n number of data sources as mentioned. Okay. And these are the views that we have in Power BI. There are total 5 views, but we'll be interested in the above 3 views, which is report view, wherein we'll make the reports. Basically, we'll build a dashboard on this particular canvas. This is a data view wherein you can see the data here. Okay. The entire data जो Excel में data था, एक्सेल में से हमने लोड करके यहाँ पे लेके आया. So where can we see the data? Where as soon as you load the data into Power BI desktop, this is the place wherein you can see the data between see the data. Next we have model view. Is basically when we create relationship between tables. No, currently we are dealing with only one table. In future we will have multiple tables and we'll have to create relationship between tables, and relationship can only be made when we have common column like primary key, foreign key. Okay. Only on those basis you can create a relationship. Okay, which we will see in our future lectures basically. And fourth is a DAX query view and TMDL view. These are the advanced views that has been recently what do you say incorporated in Power BI desktop. Okay, but we'll be more lean towards, we'll be more concentrating towards these three views, which is report view, okay, table view, and model view. Got it? So guys, let us start with the visual called as card visual. Okay, so basically this is a card visual, and all these are the visuals. By default visuals are there which are already present in the Power BI desktop. One of the visual, as soon as I can remove this visual, okay, and always make sure you click on the blank service and then hover to that visual that you want to pull it into your canvas. Okay, so as soon as you click on this card visual, this particular visual will appear here. Okay, this visual will give you a aggregated value. We'll see what does that mean. Okay, so if I want to see the entire sales, okay, okay, I will just click. Can you see the value? Okay, and you can just put sales. Okay, so total is the 3 million sale basically of the entire table. Okay, if you just do a calculation on this particular table, no, and if you want to see if it is correct, coming right or wrong, you can also validate in the Excel. It will come 3 million. Okay, if 3 million is not there, you can also change it, the way it is looking basically. Okay, the call out value. Okay, so here these are the settings that you can do, and you can change the alignment if you want. Okay, basically this is style if you want in table format. Okay, it's horizontal, you want it in vertical. Okay, 3 rows. Okay, these are the settings that you can do. Okay, border is off or on if you want, grid lines are on or off if you want. Okay, you can also put background, you can put a gray background if you need. Okay, so these are the things that you can do. Got it? And apart from that, yeah, value. See, value is basically wherein you can change it the color of the value. If you want to have a different color, see the value, the color of the value has changed. Basically, this is the value. Got it? And these are the settings that you can do. And you can do all the permutation combination according to the requirement. Okay, and these are the settings basically, a visual setting that has been provided to you. Okay, value, you can also directly type here and get the value accordingly. Okay, and these are the settings that we have. If you want, you can also put title. Okay, and here you can put total sales. Okay, and you can get it into the middle of the part. Okay, so these are basically the settings. You have to do a lot of R&D on this. Angle chahiye, yeah, snip chahiye. Basically you can do all this settings basically if you want, as per your requirement. ठीक है, properties है basically if you want to increase the size. See, either you do it here, okay, from here, or you can do it from here as well. The positioning, okay, the title, okay, the title that have we created, effects, data format. Okay, so data format, if you want, you can put it general. Okay, and if you want 1000 separator, you can put it 1000 separator also. Decimal also if you want, you can do it. Okay, general, if you want general also, it can be given. Okay, if you want 1000 separator, you can on 1000 separator as well. If you want decimal points, you can put that as well. Okay, to get accurate value. Okay, so these are the things that you can do, and play around with that visual, and whatever the requirement is there in, you will be able to see that thing accordingly, whatever is the requirement. Okay, so this is basically you get a single aggregated value. If I do a control C, control V, I can also duplicate this particular visual, and I want to now find the total profit that I have earned. Okay, can you see? This is the amount of profit that I have earned. Okay, here if this is profit, you can just change it to total profit. So if you want to have a single aggregated value, okay, basically total sales, total profit, you can just drag a card visual and you can get these values accordingly. Got it? Yes. Okay. So if you want total, so this can also be considered as your KPI, guys, total sales, total profit. So if you want to showcase your KPI, you can show it in your card visual, which will show a single aggregated value. Okay. So this is basically sum. See here, it is showing it is we can do sum, we can also do average. Okay. See, you can perform all the possible aggregation, maximum, minimum sale. Okay, so all this thing you can do. Currently I was just looking for the total sales. Same goes with profit. If you just hover here and click on this below arrow, you can do all sort of aggregations. As this is a measure column, you can perform all the aggregation. Let me just now put a dimension column. See, if I just put a dimension column, if I just put city, okay, see, the only possible option here is basically uh, value. See, first of all, it is not taking here. If I want to put it here, I can possibly just do count and distinct count. I can, you can't do all the aggregations when it is a dimension column. Got it, guys? So that is why uh, the only possible thing that we can do in a dimension column is just count and distinct count. That is why it is a dimension column. Rest, all of this is basically measure column wherein you can perform all the aggregations as we have studied yesterday. Okay. Now, this is a card visual. This is the first visual that we have learned, which is called as card visual. Got it? Now, let us move on to different visuals, which is called as stack column chart, stack bar chart, sorry. And opposite to that, we have a, see, if you hover, if you click on this and change it to this, and you click on this particular visual will change. Don't do that. Always, when you want a new visual to incorporate in your canvas, click on the blank canvas here, okay, and then click on that visual. You'll be able to see a new visual. Otherwise, you will change the current visual which is present already in the canvas. Okay. Now I want to find total sales by region. Okay. So I will put sales. I will put region. Okay. There is only one region. Let me just put city. Okay. Can you see this, guys? And I would just want to add, just open the data labels. Okay. As soon as I open the data labels, this value will appear. Okay. And here, same thing I will just put. Okay. And you guys just tell me the difference. What is difference between both of the visuals? So again, I will just take total sales. Okay. I will click here and I will put city by sales basically. Basically, the alignment is changed. There is no difference as such. See, guys, always remember, in school also we have learned that x-axis is supposed to be a category column and y-axis is supposed to be a numerical column. That's what we have learned so far in our schools and colleges. Am I right? Correct? Usually, when we plot a graph or whatever it is, the x-axis is supposed to be a category column. So in our case, the category column is a dimension column, which is a city column. Okay, and y-axis is basically a measure column. So that is the only difference I can see in both the visuals. And कौन सा visual कब use करना है, कौन सा dimension या measure कब use करना है, it depends upon the, for this instance, this the visual name is stack bar chart and this name is stack column chart. Difference itna hai, this is horizontally aligned and this is vertically aligned. And if I have a single measure and single dimension column, I can go for both of these visuals, right? This looks good. It's readable, correct? So जो भी है, अगर see, ultimately your reporting depends upon your readability. As far as you are able to read your visuals, you can communicate well with your visuals. It is easily understood by the end user, बी इट बी योर मैनेजर और कोई भी रहे. अगर सामने वाले को वो आपका रिपोर्ट समझ में आ रहा है, सो इट्स गुड रिपोर्ट. डजंट रिक्वायर कि आपको ये विजुअल, पर्टिकुलर विजुअल यहीं पे यूज करना है. इट्स नॉट हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल. वट एवर फिट्स to your requirement. In my requirement, I wanted to see city by sales. This particular visual was accurate for me. So guys, if we have a single measure and a single dimension column, we can go for stack bar chart or stack column chart. ठीक है? Now, if you just see, guys, I have one more visual called as clustered bar chart. Let us see, and we have one more visual called as clustered column chart. ओके सी मैंने इसको ही वापस से प्रेस कर दिया तो वो विजुअल चेंज हो गया. सो नाउ सी अगेन my favorite thing that I want to see is basically sales by city. ठीक है. एंड यहाँ पर सेल्स बाय सिटी. ठीक है. एनी डिफरेंस ऊपर और नीचे वाले विजुअल में? गाइस कैन यू सी एनी डिफरेंस इन अबव विजुअल्स एंड बिलो विजुअल्स? कुछ डिफरेंस दिख रहा है? कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं दिख रहा है ना? एनीबडी कैन मेक आउट अ सिंगल डिफरेंस इन बोथ द विजुअल्स ऊपर वाले में? हालांकि दीज ऑल फोर विजुअल्स आर कमिंग फ्रॉम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट different visuals basically. So this is basically a stack bar chart. This is basically a stack column chart. This is clustered bar chart and this is clustered column chart. Okay, difference is that only. Currently what I can see, I am seeing city by sales. Now I also want to see profit. I want to see sales as well as profit that I have gathered in this particular report that I'm building. Okay, so I will put profit as well. Can you see, guys? The bar is been divided into upper light blue is basically the sales and the dark blue basically is the profit. So now in this particular visual, I can see the sales and profit are incorporated in the same bar. Okay. If same thing I do it here, I put profit. Can you see? Same thing is just in a horizontal way. But now when I do it in a uh, uh, clustered bar chart, see the difference. Can you see this, guys? It is coming next to each other. यहाँ पर एक के ऊपर एक आ रहा है. यहाँ पर it is coming next to each other. That is the only difference. Here also, if I just want to put profit also and sales also, the difference is that whenever you use a stack column chart or stack column chart or bar chart, if I take two measures, if I want to categorize my city into sales and profit, I want to see sales as well as profit, it will come one above each other. Whereas in clustered column chart and bar chart, it comes next to each other. So this sort of analysis is called as composite, wherein the values, the analysis that we do, and we have two measures basically. It is coming on top of that. Okay, so this type of analysis is called as composite, and this is called as comparison analysis. That is the only difference that we have. तो बेसिकली आप देख रहे हो ना, यहाँ पर जो है ये बड़ी लाइट ब्लू लाइन इज बेसिकली सेल्स. एंड कैन यू सी यहाँ पर प्रॉफिट? इट इज कमिंग नेक्स्ट टू ईच अदर. ओके, एक के बाजू में एक है. वेयर एज this in this comparison, your sales as well as your profit is coming one above each other. एक के ऊपर एक ही बार में ही आपका डिवीजन हो रहा है. and you are able to see here it is sales and this much is a profit. See, 0.60 million was your total sales and how much was the profit? It is 0.81. कैन यू सी? सो मतलब आपने कितना परसेंट प्रॉफिट किया? 60 में से आप लोगों को वो 0.18 मिलियन का प्रॉफिट हुआ बेसिकली. गॉट इट? सेम गोज विथ हियर, सेम चीज है यहाँ पर. इज जस्ट यहाँ पर वर्टिकली है, यहाँ पर हॉरिजॉन्टली है. अब मैं यहाँ पर कंपेयर करूँ, लेट मी जस्ट जूम दिस विजुअल ना, अभी समझेगा आपको. अभी यहाँ पर इन दिस पर्टिकुलर विजुअल विच इज कॉल्ड एज क्लस्टर बार चार्ट, you can see the sum of sales is here and sum of profit is here. It is not above each other. That is why it is comparison analysis, and this is called as composite analysis, wherein the values are above each other. एक के ऊपर एक है and यहाँ पर the values are beside each other. Got it? That is the difference. Let's move ahead with the visuals. So guys, we have here covered basically visual as such, which is stack bar chart. Here we have stack column chart, clustered bar chart and clustered column chart. These are different names and these are make use of just the different is that they are the alignment and their, what do you say, the structure is a little bit different. Otherwise You can do analysis in any of the visual, whichever is comfortable for you and whichever is the requirement. Okay. If the client is asking you for a comparison values, you can go for any of the clustered chart. Otherwise, you can go for this stack column chart or bar chart. Okay. Understood, guys? Okay. Now, so column and bar chart. Got it? Now, let us move on with a new visual, which is called as line visual. Guys, if I want to do analysis, basically, wherein I want to find the trend, how do you define a trend? And how does a trend change? What are the parameters comes into picture when you say the trend is changing? Okay. I think earlier we didn't have reels, social media. The trend has changed. So what is the first context that comes to your mind when you talk about trend, guys? ट्रेंड जो होता है किसके ऊपर सबसे ज्यादा डिपेंड करता है? टाइम. या वेरी नाइस. टाइम. So basically, trend changes with time. As and when 25 years earlier we didn't have Power BI and other visualization tools. We used to rely on small tools, and as and when the science was advancing, we had lot of improvements in terms of IT field, and now we have such amazing tools. And now we also have a fear that AI and ML will take up our job. It's not like that, but it is changing with time, basically. Got it? So everything changes with time, and it takes time. Okay. So whenever there is a trend which we have to analyze, it is always associated with time. Okay. So in this particular visual, in this particular Power BI, what do you say, desktop, we have a visual called as line chart. Okay. So if I want to see the trend, basically how my sales are improving or decreasing, I can find it using my line chart, wherein it will give me a clear idea where my sales are trending towards. Are they increasing or it is decreasing year by year, month by month, quarter by quarter? I can get it accordingly. So the the time is basically associated with the date. So currently I have a order date. Got it? So see, if you just see this sign basically, guys, and I just hover, I click on this particular arrow, I can see year, quarter, month. This is by default. As soon as your column is given a date, data type, अगर ये date है, basically it will be automatically convert into year, quarter, and month. And as per your requirement, you can take that particular column and do the analysis. So as soon as I click here, it is not showing me anything. But on what basis you want to do analysis? So I want to find sales. Okay. So guys, I could see there is only 2024 because the data is only for 2024. So let us take a month wherein we'll get the analysis. Okay. So guys, can you see this, guys? January, February, March. Is my sales doing good or bad or pathetic? See, earlier January we have done the sales of 0.5 million. Okay. And in February we did a sales of 0.90. Then thoda sa increase mila in April May, so it was disaster. We did a very bad sale. Got it, guys? So if you just see, these are your values. Okay, so I can also change this into 1000, huh? And if I want none, I can do it, the values also I can change it. Okay, so this was my sale. I can put it in 1000 also. 1000 looks better. So this was my sale. So uh, uh, don't you think you can do analysis wherein you can showcase this thing basically, that January, February, and March was still okay. We were in the same line, but April we had a downfall and the sales went drastically very down. Okay, so this happens with respect to time. Okay, okay. So guys, we also have quarters. Okay, I think it will show only two quarters, guys, क्योंकि 3 महीने का quarter होता है. If I now change here from month to quarter, if I just drag quarter here in x-axis, I can see only 2 quarters because there are only 4 months. If
Hmm.
that particular column is data type is date, no, it will automatically have this hierarchy present. Okay, you just click on that particular order date. Okay, this
Okay.
particular on the top of the screen, no, you will see data type. Just change it to date. So you will be able to see the drop down. Initially I did it, it was not showing for my column as well, so I have changed it to date column. See, अगर आपने correct data type नहीं लिखा, so it will create an issue and you will be not able to do visualization. That is the importance of data type guys. इसके लिए SQL में भी लिया and as well as Power BI में भी लिया. Data types are very important. So guys, this is how we are doing the analysis, wherein if I just see month wise sale, guys यहाँ पे मुझे 2 क्वार्टर क्यों दिखे, because we had only 4 months, 3 महीने का क्वार्टर होता है, and that is why we have got only 2 quarters. Got it? January to March is 1 quarter and April to June the second quarter. Okay, that is why we have got only 2 quarters. And apart from that, if you also want to see the sales into day, you can also do that, guys. Can you see this? I can also find my sales in 2 days. What all things, which all days I have performed very good. So on the basis of that, I'm getting all these values. So everything is depending upon the time. As and when time changes, I could understand the trend of my business. Okay. So if I want to find the sales, the profit, and everything, I'm able to get it as and when I am referring to trend visual, which is respect to time. So somebody is asking you, get me the trend of the sales. Blindly take line visuals and put the requirements, and accordingly you'll be able to see the visuals. Okay, so guys, as soon as I'm hovering on this particular visuals on the points, I can see some pop-up like April sales is 31740. Okay, March sales is 1005220. This is February, and this is January. This is by default is coming. It is called as tooltip. Tooltip is the information which is being given on the points basically. So I'm hovering at this point and I am able to see this visuals as a pop-up. It is called as tooltip. Got it? So on the basis of month, quarter, year, and day wise, I'm able to get the sales, which is respect to time. Is it clear so far, guys? So guys, now I want to find, let us just put here line chart. Okay, and now let us, what I want to find, no, I want to find percentage sales. Okay, so in our school days or in our college days, whenever we want to find a percentage sales or whatever it is, anything which is percentage, no, it is related to a pie chart or a donut chart. Okay, let us just see. If I just put two categories, basically one dimension column and one measure column, and the beautiful part of Power BI is that as soon as I'm able to put these the particular columns, and I'm able to get that particular percentage of sales or cities that particular city has earned, okay, in this data set, I'm able to get it. So here it is called as pie chart. So anything, if you want to find the percentage sales in each city that each city has given me in this particular data set, I will just put here city, and I will put, see, these many cities are there, and as soon as I click on sales, can you see this, guys? Percentage wise sales I'm getting. Okay, so this is basically Delhi has given me this much sale. Okay, Hyderabad has given me this much sale, Pune has given me this much sale, and city Bangalore has given me this much sale, and so on. What is the minimum sale that I have got is from Kochi, which is 1.42. Got it? So anything which is respect to percentage, moreover go for a donut chart. And one more chart, just the brother of donut chart, we have just brother of pie chart, we have donut chart. Correct? The only difference is like it has a hole in between, and this is the whole ball. Got it? The only difference is that, just like we had uh, minimal difference in bar chart and column chart and clustered bar chart and column chart. Okay, so only difference is that it has a arc and it has angle basically. ये angle create कर रहा है ना? Can you see this? This is angle, correct? And here we can see an arc. It is creating a, it is giving an appearance that it is creating an arc. Okay, so that is the only difference. Okay, so and so this is called as pie chart and donut chart. Correct? Any confusion, guys, in this particular visuals? Easy. And guys, you can do all the permutation combination if you just want to play around. No, this is called as legend basically. Okay, and slices you can give color. You can add border basically. Okay, and data labels. Okay, this also you can change basically if you want just a value, percentage total. Okay, category total. Okay, values का also you can just change color, change कर सकते हो. You can put it in bold. You can increase the size of the values basically. Okay, if you want the visuals to be none, as in you don't want any thousands, millions. Okay, you can do it accordingly. If you want the values into millions, you can do that as well. Okay, if you want none of the thing basically, you can just put it none. And if you want any decimal values, you can put that as well. All these are formatting. Okay, so just play around with that. And if you want the value to be outside or inside, okay, I think prefer outside. I would prefer outside. Okay, and outside, total outside. Okay, so you can just play around. So you just have to do Control C, Control V. Okay, and I just click
Okay.
on donut chart, and it was converted into a donut chart. And guys, see, I have done some formatting on this visual. Na, what I'll do, I'll just click on Format Painter, and I will just put all the changes here as well. See, पूरा फॉर्मेट यहाँ पर मैं कॉपी कर दिया, वरना यहाँ पर ही मुझे सिंगल सिंगल वो फॉर्मेट चेंज करना पड़ता. बट करंटली आई हैव जस्ट डन फॉर्मेट पेंटर बेसिकली. ये एक्सेल में भी होता है. गॉट इट? क्लियर सो फार गाइस? दिस इज मंथ एंड आई वांट सेल्स. ठीक है, एंड आई आल्सो वांट प्रॉफिट. कैन यू सी दिस गाइस? I'm able to see sales as well as profit. But I want to show one more thing. See, there's one more thing called as secondary y-axis. So एक y-axis तो है यहाँ पर. If you want to activate this line of the side also, you will put profit here. Can you see the difference now, guys? If I take the profit here, see, there is only one. Obviously, the sales will be much more higher as compared to profit. Okay, so with respect to this particular line, which is starting from 0.0 million, 0.2 million, 0.4 million, 64 and above, whereas this, the highest profit that we have earned is approximately 288103. Correct? So in this scenario, wherein you have to see some sort of coordination in between both the visual, here this particular line will get activated, wherein you will get a clear idea कि ये profit था, and they are not far apart with each other, because this particular line is aligned according to this particular profit which is comparatively lesser. ये कम है ना, सेल्स और प्रॉफिट में ऑब्वियसली प्रॉफिट कम रहेगा ना, सेल ज्यादा होता है. अगर मैंने 100 रुपए की चीज बेची है, प्रॉफिट कितना हुआ? 20 रुपीज मेरा प्रॉफिट हुआ. ठीक है, सो दैट प्रॉफिट इज सपोज टू बी ऑलवेज लोअर देन द सेल्स प्राइस, than the sales amount. Correct? So here in this scenario, if you want to compare both the dimension, both the measure column together, you can do it here. Okay, जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पर कंपेयर कर रहे थे गाइस, करेक्ट, सेल्स एंड प्रॉफिट, करेक्ट, you can do it in the line chart as well. And if you just add the data labels, open the data labels, you'll get an idea what I'm trying to say. See, यहाँ पर मेरा, and as soon as you hover here, it is called as tooltip, which is automatically is present as soon as you hover on the points. Here the sales is this much and profit is this much. Okay, so one more line is basically this line is activated as soon as you put into the secondary y-axis. Got it? So far it is clear, guys. Any confusion? Learn first one tool as a Power BI. Tableau, if you get an understanding of Power BI, definitely it will become very easy for you to learn Tableau as well. But एक visualization tool, do it rigorously and efficiently, perfect that tool basically. Guys, let us stop here for today's session.